This is Caput Piso, October 14th, 2015. As I said, religion is a mental illness. Believing God is a very, very dangerous schizotypy, schizophrenia-like disorder. Very, very dangerous. And here's just one example.
What was supposed to be a house of worship, this former school building in New Hartford, New York, now home to a church with a small following called the Word of Life Church. Police say after those Sunday services, 2 young members of the church were brought to the sanctuary for a counseling session to discuss their spiritual state. 19-year-old Lucas Leonard and his 17-year-old brother, Christopher.
The session turned physical. Both brothers were continually subjected to physical punishment over the course of several hours in hopes that each would confess the prior sin.
You see, this is the problem. It's all psychosis. All religions, in all churches, in everywhere, in mosques, in synagogues, in all, these are psychotic people. Look at circumcision, when the rabbi, the mohel, goes and sucks the blood of the baby's penis after he cut it. Religion, it's all a psychosis. And atheists don't seem to see it. The mentally healthy atheists, scientists, and they don't see it. It's a disease. It's a schizophrenia. Big time.
And ask for forgiveness.
No word on what their alleged sins were, but the 19-year-old was beaten so badly, police say members of the church brought him to a hospital where he later died. His also pleaded not guilty. The beatings have prompted questions about the church and its members. A Life Church member who asked not to be identified tells CNN it was founded in 1984. It's made up of about 5 families. It has approximately 35 members. Their teachings are accurate to the Bible. That former member also says it is not a cult, but some long...
Not a cult. Religions began with this small little cult. They're all psychotic people. Psychotic people. All religions are groups of cults, the same thing. Cult is just a couple people, 2 or 3 people, and religion is millions of cults of people and millions of developed by cults, which is a psychosis, which is a schizophrenia, all created by sick brains.
We're very loud and very disruptive.
Father Abraham Esper is a pastor of St. Patrick's St. Anthony's Church, located next door.
See, another of these crazy people located next door. But this priest, he's sane just because he doesn't beat people? But he perhaps molests the boys or he molests their brains. Because all these people, they sell all this crap, all these fairy tales like they were reality. And they are raping the brain of children.
Says he would often being beaten by Word of Life members at night. At any point, were there any theological discussions with anyone about what their beliefs are?
None at all.
But what is a theological discussion? Theological discussion. Theological discussion means theo means God, and discussion of God. And gods are imaginary friends. God are delusions. Psychotic beliefs. There are as many gods as the brain can create. A sick brain creates sick thinking. Just take some drugs and you'll see. Or let me bump you over the head or operate the precuneus. And you'll see what happens. You're sick. And that happens in all the schizophrenia. Schizophrenia have the same beliefs that the religious people do. They have their own gods, which are ancient aliens and brain implants and things like that. So theology is a crazy stuff. It's a study of demented beliefs.
I really believe this is not a mainline Christian church.
Oh, no?
A mainline...
No? What is Christianity? Christianity believes there is a zombie named Jesus Christ, was crucified and resurrected to save with blood for the sin committed by a madman and a rich woman when they accepted a fruit from a talking snake in a garden. And the Bible is full of disgusting psychopathies, moronic, stupid crap psychopathy, genocidal psychopathy. Christianity is full of genocidal psychopathy, the Crusaders, the Inquisition, and the rest of the crap. Nobody can actually beat Christianity in psychopathy and genocidal crap. And this imbecile said that they're not a Christian. They're all Christians.
And Christian church would offer hospitality to everyone.
Bullshit! Do the Crusaders offer hospitality? They invaded the Middle East and Jerusalem and all those cities. They cut the head of people. This in the 11th century. For 250 years, raping and abusing everybody, going to places they don't belong, to impose a Christian crap on everybody. See this imbecile? This is an imbecile. This guy is a psychotic, psychotic infected imbecile. No different than the other people.
Condition in the hospital. His 19-year-old brother is dead, beaten to death after what's being described as a violent counseling session at a church in upstate New York. Mother seen here in one of her court appearances.
See?
And the teen's father.
Christ,
right,
psychosis.
His sister also
and blind,
is one of those
mentally healthy.
Apparently this group,
in other words, atheists, scientists and neurologists do not
their sins.
see it.
The father has pleaded not guilty. Happening at the World of Life Christian Church in New Hartford, New York. Neighbors have described it as a cult, saying that they heard chants and drumming sometimes late into the night.
Religion!
And now we are learning
religion, like all of them.
What it is like
Psychosis.
inside that church.
Been going on for 40,000 years.
Standard describes the bathrooms as labeled Adam and Eve, and rooms in disarray, a half-eaten sandwich and cold coffee left out as though people left in
Bible crap happening in all religions.
Notebook.
All of them have this psychosis.
Left open
all of them.
Table. Joined now by police chief. With me today, I have heard of counseling sessions that have been unusual before, even violent, but it is rare when you hear of a church counseling that leads to death and hospitalization. What more can you
They'll have it.
about what these two
sisters
were being counseled for?
Sin? The devil?
All that we have been told right now during the course of the investigation is that the church membership was going to hold a counseling session for the Leonard family, specifically for Lucas and Christopher, in regards to their spiritual state.
This imbecile doesn't know what a spiritual state is. A spirit is air. Air. Oxygen. That's what the word spiritus means, you dumb, ignorant idiots.
Assault?
Well, that's the question that we're trying to answer. And I think that's going to give us the motive that we want.
These are imbeciles. They're blind people. They don't realize United States of America, a Christianity-infected nation with millions of churches spewing all the same crap. Different variations of the psychosis, the schizophrenia, but the same Eiffel fever. Imaginary friend or foe, irrational belief, acceptance. It is all created in the brain. They're all Christians. The police chief is Christian. This stupid woman is Christian too. They're idiots. They're blind idiots. Christianity, believing God and crap like that in this 21st century is a mental illness. Like I've been saying ad nauseum for a million times now in all my YouTube videos. Believing God is a psychosis. It's like a schizophrenia type disease. And I blame the stupid, clueless, mentally healthy, in other words, atheists, neurologists and scientists and intellectuals in the United States of America that do not see that Christianity, as well, all religion is a form of organized schizophrenia combined with temporal lobe epilepsy, cognitive dissonance in the pulvinar nuclei, etc., etc. A disease, a disorder. They don't see it.
That these boys sustained, and then the death of one of the brothers. Does it look like there might be one or two more to blame than the others?
I can't answer that yet. That is
confess sins. See what I mean?
No, to be quite honest.
They wanted to confess sins. See, they don't realize that, oh, this is a cult. No, all religions have it. The Pope in the dresses with all the rituals and the incest when he came over to the United States of America and all the interfaith bullshit, they're all psychotic people. It's like different type of schizophrenia that they have. They all believe in imaginary friends. In other words, I foe viva. Imaginary friend or foe, irrational, belief, acceptance. At the core of all religions and all schizophrenias and mental illnesses. Believing God is a mental illness, and these people don't see it. I say, United States of America is a Christianity-affected nation. And clueless, sane atheists say nothing that believing God is a mental illness. They are clueless, idiots, godless. I mean, get some balls, Richard Dawkins and Harris and the rest of atheists and Dr. Krauss and scientists like that, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Get some balls and call these imbeciles that want to keep the United States of America in the Middle Ages, and they believing in resurrecting something that's with blood and all that crap, this is schizophrenia nonsense, call them for what they are. Crazy people. Schizophrenic, temporal lobe epileptic, bipolar imbeciles and nuts. They shouldn't be in power, should be in hospital. They shouldn't be in the Senate or Congress. They should be in hospital. And demand that all the churches, synagogues and mosques and places of Christ psychosis or spiritual psychosis and God crap worship be shut down, turned into museums. That's the only, the United States is a Christianity-affected nation. Here, look at this. It is just one example. I have tons of examples of these crazy people doing all this crazy stuff and killing people because these Christian imbeciles, they commit suicide, they kill themselves, they kill other people, just like the Islam psychotic, the suicide bombers. The same thing. Because mental illness does not discriminate. This believing God psychosis does not discriminate. It's one of these, it's a violent schizophrenia, it's an HIV of the neural array. Look at this.
I would like to share with the world why it is that I have no doubt that I'm communicating with the real Jesus Christ through Brent Spiner.
And here is the actor. And here is his character. And here is the character, a man playing Jesus Christ, an actor. And here is Cesare Borgia, the 1500s. And here is Albrecht Dürer. That's where all the Jesus came from.
John MacArthur teaches that the apostolic signs had ended. But as a result of my experiences with Brent and Jesus, and because the Antichrist, who is Zach Knight, has already arrived, I believe that some of the apostolic signs are returning as the church age
And this woman is saying, what is the difference between her, that is enjoying her house, considered sane, like all the people in church and all that, all these religious psychotic people and Christ psychotic imbeciles, they're all considered sane. What is it to her believing in communicating, have a mental telepathy, communication with imaginary friends? That's what prayers are. And what is the difference between her and the many schizophrenics and people with mental problems that I have done research and studied them and talking to them for 40 years. I've been doing this. Schizophrenia is a religious beliefs are a form of organized schizophrenia. I mean, there they are. It's one of these schizophrenias. And many schizophrenics believe that aliens, they put implants in their brains to monitor their thoughts. So they believe that we start hearing these voices and thinking like that, the aliens are trying to interfere with their thinking and their actions. And many of them put aluminum foil in their TVs and don't use the phones because they think that aliens are there. Or the governor conspiracy theories, which is the same thing. People that are conspiracy theory people are exactly the same like the religious psychotic people, that the Christians. But Jesus Christ and all that is turned into ancient aliens. See, the conversion, it's just like this. She's equating Jesus Christ with the character Brent Spiner, which is the character that is Data in Star Trek. You see what I mean? And then the people, they're Christ psychotics, they believe themselves to be like the Joker or a character like that, and then go over to a theater and kill people. They're all Christianity-infected imbeciles. They're born in Christianity-infected homes, and they act the delusions of that they taught to them, the delusions of the Bible, the myth of the Bible crap. Because the parents and everybody believes that all the Bible crap that is fiction, that is mythology, are taught as reality. They do that in churches. They've been doing that all over, for 1,700 years. United States, 300 years of existence. And this is screwing this dissemination of information in the brains of the little kids is distributed. This cancer of the brain is propagated in churches. And these are the results. Well, friends, I'm mentally healthy. In other words, I'm an atheist. But I can just behave exactly the same like Christ psychosis, any religious psychotic, conspiracy psychotics, or any person suffering these problems with the brain that they believe to be the IFOFIBA, imaginary friend, or full irrational belief acceptance, like a schizophrenic. I can do the same thing. It's like putting yourself into character. But an actor, a person like a Brent Spinner, that actually get into becoming Data, the character in Star Trek, he assumed the character, and he believed at the moment that he believed that he's Data to be a good actor. And then he take off his mask and the whole thing and becomes a regular person. Religious psychotics are people that they go to church and believe, they have mathematical thinking, they believe that they communicate with the mental telepathy with the spirits by prayer. That's a psychosis. But they accept it as reality, and they leave the church and they still accept it as reality. That is a psychosis, my friends. Well, I can do the same thing because I'm mentally healthy. I can adopt the character like, well, did you know that I'm not from this planet? Me kalpun piso. I'm using this body. I'm actually a Pusian from the planet Contus. We've been on the earth for 6,000 years. Many times. And we use human form to be in this planet and use the planet. We control a lot of things because we are controlling the body. We are inside of the body in human form of many of the leaders on the planet Earth. We used to be in the body of the Jesus Christ, of Allah, and all these characters. We assume the body. But I will show you my true form. We have many sexes, many genders. We have 6 sexes. Our penis Christ is right. We have 3 of them. And we have different variations. Because we are Pusians from Contus. And here, my friend, is the true me. A Pusian from Contus. I know nobody will believe me because nobody will believe that this is true, but it is true. We control the planet. We control everything that happens here. We are the new world order. We have been the new world order since the old world order was established. I am a Pusian from Contus. We control everything. We control your lives. We know the future. We are in control of the planet.
Here's my form as a grand priest of the Kantians. Here is having one eye. Here is an Iratus, another Kantian. Here is a closed eye Kantian. And here is the hymen brachian. It breaks the hymen of the Kantian ladies. And here you see the brain.
John MacArthur is a cessationist. He calls modern visions, revelations, voices from heaven, messages from the spirit world, dreams, speaking in tongues, trips to heaven, anointings, miracles, all lies, all false, all deception.
See, those are deceptions. But the idea that Jesus Christ is with Brett Spinner is communicated via Brett Spinner, and those are true. But see, all the other spirit is the same like in all religions. The Christians say that a Muslim is not true, that is satanic, and the Hindu is satanic, but believing in imaginary friend, some be Jesus that resurrected and say with blood is true. But everything else is pagan and it's not true. So this is the problem with religions. They're all psychotic people. They're believing in the ridiculous belief that they have. That those are the true beliefs. But everybody's other ridiculous beliefs are not true. See how and then this imbecile woman, is benefiting from the technology, the computers, iPhones, and all the technology, the electricity that she's using. She is benefiting from that is created by atheists, mentally healthy atheists over millennia of gathering information, rejecting the crap that is not true. You cannot have good mathematics if you believe that 2 + 2 equals any number that you think it is, except for 4. And that's what all religions are. You cannot have a good science if you believe in all these Jesus created things and the spirits and the angels and crap like that. So she is benefiting, like all religious beliefs are benefiting from the technology that she's using. But yet, she believes in the Bible and Revelation and the crap like that. They don't even mention the internet in the Bible, or atoms, or electricity, nothing. See, and this woman is psychotic like all the Christians are. Christ psychotics. This is a very good example of a psychotic, very disturbed woman that belongs to a mental institution, like all religious people do.
From young and old, Calpud Piso, in Pace Diorum. Keep your brain healthy, atheist.